Now, here's the interesting part. This is step 3. This is the transition. Here's what really gets a lot of people caught is they're really comfortable, and tell me if this rings true with you. They're really comfortable with the education portion of the webinar, what I like to call the content. Is, yeah, all day long they'll speak on, this is a cool thing you can do, and here's some more expert information, and here's this, and here's that, and they talk to their blue in the face about all this how-to stuff. And then when it comes time to make an offer to somebody, where you say, hey, give me some money and I'll give you this product or this service or this software, this coaching or this whatever in return for that, because all of those things can be sold very effectively via webinars, right? Then all of a sudden it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Somebody who was confident one moment or felt good teaching, all of a sudden feels scared out of their mind to sell. Has that ever happened to you? And if you're normal, I guarantee you it's happened to you on more than one occasion, because in your mind you see a difference between teaching and selling. And that's unfortunate because you are mislabeling the whole situation. It's not teaching or selling. You're not doing actually either one of these. You're providing value, and then you're offering the opportunity for more value if it makes sense to them, right? And you say, well, I get that, Jason, but I still don't feel very comfortable with this quote unquote making an offer or asking for money. And I say, okay, no problem. Use my transition formula, because my transition formula will automatically sidestep this whole issue. What I do is I essentially invented this to play a trick on myself when I created this formula. And my thing was to get my audience to be very eager to the point of practically begging me to give them an opportunity to spend money with me. So let me ask you a question. How would it change things? How comfortable would you be selling if people were first begging you to sell them? Would you really even be selling then? I don't think you would, right? If people are very eager to say, please show me a way where I can consider paying you money, anybody would feel comfortable doing that. And that's the purpose of the transition. The purpose of the transition is to accomplish that. And the first thing that we do is we remind them of all the value that we've created over the last 45 to 60 minutes together, so they feel in a good mood. They remember everything, and they're very appreciative, and they want to reciprocate. And then we get them to say yes to some of the things that we've been able to accomplish. So now they're in this mindset of prosperity and abundance, which obviously following Bob, how important that is. And then we use this close. Now I'm going to show you a close. And I want you to pay attention to every word of this. I am going to read you a script, because here's the thing I want to impress upon you about webinars. Most of this is, once you get the flow down, and I'm showing you the flow right now, in the introduction you do this, this, and this, and the content portion you do this, this, and this, and the transition portion you do this, this, and this. You see in the flow, right? Then you can, for the most part, just use scripts. You can copy and paste practically scripts that I've developed over the years and tested in a variety of different situations to be effective at communication. So I'm going to read for you a transition script, and you're going to see it on your screen. Now, here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to say, I'll never be able to read it as good as Jason, because if you've read it as many times as I have, and I've read it 1,000 times, then you would be as good as me at it, okay? But I will tell you this, I have heard people read this transition horribly, with the wrong intonation, with the wrong delivery, with the wrong impact, and still doing this one thing has allowed them to make more money selling more stuff in every single presentation that they've ever done. And literally, you can use this transition in any situation where you're going from, I just showed you some stuff for free, now I have something that you can invest in that I can give to you. Would you like to know what this is? Are you ready for this? Now pay very close attention, because I'm going to show you the script on the screen as I say it out loud, all right? It's called the Two Choices Close, and it goes like this. I have absolute confidence that you could take everything we covered here today and on your own, go out and put it into action and get results that you previously thought were not possible. I am certain, just with the information we covered on this webinar today, left on your own, with your own resources, with your own time, with your own effort, you can make a go at this in a way that most people will never be able to. And if that were your only option, it would be a worthy ideal to pursue. But what if there was another option? An option that allowed us to go at this together. A chance to go deeper than we can in one measly webinar on one measly hour, connecting together one measly time. What if I played an active role in your results, took a responsibility in your success, and had an obligation to your outcome? how would that make things different? Do you think in that situation that I could empower you with any and all the resources at my disposal to stack the deck in your favor to make success for you all but inevitable? If I had shortcuts and support systems and additional insights that go even deeper and more thoroughly into getting you the result that you want, desire, and quite frankly deserve, if I had such an option for you, would you love to hear more about it and what it could do for you? That's why it's with great pleasure that I introduce to you whatever you're selling, right? It's why I introduce to you Genius Webinars when I offer Genius Webinars. Do you get that? That is just a script. Now, I don't recommend that you actually print the script out on the slides. I did that just so you could see it and read along with me, right? I do recommend you put it in the notes section if you're using like Keynote or PowerPoint, or literally just print it out and read it off of the page while you're showing them a screen. This is two choices. It doesn't really matter. This is one of those things where I have obsessed over the last several years of how can I show them what I'm doing is exactly what is on that screen, what I just taught to you right there, because that's what you're doing. You're not selling something to someone, you're doing something for someone. They ultimately have all the power. They can say yes or they can say no. But what you're doing is you're offering them the opportunity to go further, to go deeper, to have more resources at their disposal, to be more helpful to them. Who wouldn't want to know more in that situation? The answer is nobody. Everybody would. And can you see how doing just something like that, not only is that helpful to your audience, but doesn't that make you more confident? Doesn't that put you in a state of mind where you says, yeah, I'm doing something important here. I'm doing something that could help people and change their lives. And now you don't have to worry about, am I selling or I'm not selling? You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I got to get comfortable with it. And I got to spend 6 to 8 to 12 to 14 months really getting in the zone. No, you just read the words. Can you do that? Hopefully the answer to that is yes. And by the way, do you think I have other words scripted just like that you can just, drop out of here and forklift into over there? And of course the answer is yes, right?